Welcome to Unmuted with
Destiny.
and Sam. All this time we were chatting our
It's only
mouths off.
all this time. It's only been 5 minutes.
5 minutes they
It
were
has
talking, and
been
guess what? We
five
were not
minutes.
live.
Yeah,
We
it was
forgot
five
to hit
minutes.
the
I,
live
I
button.
I forgot to push go live
Oh my
because
goodness.
it was a scheduled stream, right?
Yeah.
So like if I'm scheduling the stream, I need things to go by themselves. But anyway, nonetheless, here we are.
Here we are.
As a recap, it's been a very long Monday. For
Yeah.
Sam, it was short.
Yeah, it felt really short because of all the stuff I was getting done. But got to do majority of the work and laundry in between
Mm-hmm.
and tidying up in between. So
Yeah.
yeah, and managed to eat and drink. So yeah.
Yeah. And today at school, I had to call DCF. So,
Mm,
yeah.
not fun.
Yeah. Like I was saying, and that's like the first thing to encounter
On a
coming
Monday.
back on a Monday and then a Monday after I've had a week off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like in the morning.
Yeah, like couldn't you have eased me into the work week a
No,
little?
children don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, well, emergencies don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So
But grateful
that's
for your
us.
line of work though, you know. But how was Thanksgiving? Last week was Thanksgiving. How was that?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, before we even say that, welcome, welcome, welcome. We know that this is like an impromptu live. So
Mm-hmm.
if you join us at the end or you're hearing this later on, welcome. Thank you guys for all the support, all the downloads, all the interactions that we get. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes,
Yes.
how was your week?
Thank you. My
Last
week,
week.
my
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was pretty good. As some people say, they hosted or I hosted, but I did not host. I provided a venue because I did not do all of the cooking or provide all of the things that were had at this dinner.
Listen, when did I was it the night before I texted you or the day before? I think you were done with cooking by 9 or 10.
Um,
I was
the
like,
night
wait,
before, yeah,
I haven't even
because
started.
I didn't have time for that. And at my other job, they wanted us to come to some dinner at like 3:30. Yeah, all
Oh,
the way in Brandon. I was like, no, I want to get this
it's done,
done.
yeah.
So I was done probably around 9 or 10. Um, the stuff that I was cooking, and then the only thing that I did Thanksgiving morning was put the turkey in the oven. That was all ready by noon when we were eating.
Hmm. We didn't even eat till
Wait, 7
7 p.m.
o'clock in the night?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
How
Have to
did
be.
you last the whole day without eating?
I mean, my cousin ended up doing breakfast because they came out. They're like, "What's the breakfast?" I was like, "Breakfast." I was just worried about cooking for dinner and all that good stuff. But
Oh,
they fried dumpling.
really?
They
Who eats
cooked
breakfast on Thanksgiving
exactly. But
morning?
we did. It
That's
was nice. It was nice too because we had like fried dumplings, saltfish, and
yeah.
the kids did waffle and eggs.
Mm.
So yeah.
See, I ate once on Thanksgiving and I was set for like 2 days.
Yeah, I thought that was, but to be honest, there was more protein than there were carbs. I was like, whoa, because all we had in terms of carbs was the rice and peas and the mac and cheese and potato salad. That was it. And
Uh,
it's just because the potato salad, one person wanted that, and then another person wanted mac and cheese, so they
well,
ended up doing it
well,
themselves.
we had all the carbs.
Yeah, we didn't. I was realizing after, we were plating our food and we had salad too, but I
So
was like, wow, not bad.
there was no itis at your Thanksgiving dinner.
They're sure because we definitely overate.
No.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
No.
What did you cook, Sam? Did you cook all of it?
Yeah.
You were truly the host?
Yeah. I
Okay.
did. 'Cause they, meat eaters. So oxtail, curry mutton, oven jerk, escovitch fish.
I don't know what that is.
What?
The fish.
It's like snapper fried, and you make like this escovitch sauce, which is made of vinegar, and it has like onions, carrots, hot like habanero or Scotch bonnet pepper, and yeah, and sometimes if you have pimento, you can use pimento too, and it's something that you can use days on, months on, because the vinegar is like preserved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It
It
wasn't
was a good
exhausting,
day.
yeah. It
It was
wasn't
yeah.
exhausting, but I can tell it was very like joyful
Mhm.
just to hear the laughters, the comments, just
Mm.
it was just nice. My heart
Yeah.
was full.
And then we were talking about the our bonfire the week
Yes, you
before.
did bonfire the week before, yeah.
Yeah.
That one she definitely hosted.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't, because other people still brought stuff.
Yeah, that's
I
true too.
just provided the venue.
The venue. And we showed up. Kids showed up. They had fun. Even Sarah enjoyed the outdoors. When we went back home, she was trying to go around the back in the dark. I'm like, we're not at the bonfire anymore. Let's get
Oh
inside.
yeah, cause everybody went through the back, not the
Yeah.
front, to
Yes.
come in.
Yes. So she was. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not at the bonfire anymore. Let's get on inside. So she definitely enjoyed her time here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's good.
Mhm.
So we're not gonna keep y'all too long
No.
today, um, but we just wanted to briefly talk about this topic that seems to come along with Thanksgiving time and the other culture that is surrounding Thanksgiving time, which is consumerism.
Mhm. Mhm.
There, we have Black Friday, and today is Cyber Monday. And
Mm-mm.
did you know that people broke records on Black Friday? What kind of records do you think they broke?
In terms of the amount they bought
Uh
or
huh.
spent, rather,
Do you think they spent little or a lot?
I would think little, in a sense. With the whole
Yeah.
how the economy has been this past year, and
Yeah.
just the different uncertainties that came
Yes.
with it.
Economic uncertainty. Yes,
I
you would
would think
think.
less. Yes.
Okay. Apparently, we have broken records as how much people have spent on Black Friday.
A lot
Mm-hmm.
less.
A lot.
What?
Yes.
How? Where they get the money? Give me some. Come, give me some.
So last year, let me look at the statistic. Last year, we spent as a nation $10.8 billion in 2024. What do you think it was this year?
4,
Huh?
4.
It's more. Remember, we set the record in 2025 for the most amount. If last year 10.8 billion was spent, what is it this year? What do you think it is this year?
Did we double it? Maybe 20?
Oh no, not that
Okay.
much.
14?
Closer. It's $11.8 billion was spent online on Black Friday, and that's only
Online.
online,
Right.
not
Right.
the in store. So
I
it could be
mean,
double.
people
Who
were saying
knows?
there wasn't much persons at Walmart today, but well, not today, but on Black Friday. But they said like some other stores, they were like lines and
Mhm.
lines. I was like, what?
Well, um Target specifically had this bag that they were giving away to like the first 100 people, I believe it is,
Mm.
who were at the stores. This what they call it, swag bag, and it was like this silver, kind of gaudy, metallic looking bag. Guess what was inside the bag?
What?
Guess.
TV?
Huh?
TV? Laptop?
Uh, you think a TV fit inside of a bag?
I don't know.
No. Um, I mean, you would hope that it'd be something
Yeah,
nice and
yeah,
worth waiting
yeah,
out in the
yeah.
cold in some instances.
So was it
Some
the
people
swag bag they liked?
some people got there, mind you, at like 3 o'clock in the morning
And do
to be
what?
in line. At 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning waiting to be one of those 100 people. And in 10 of the bags, like nationwide, there was a special prize, which was like a kitchen appliance. I forget which one it was, but it was a nice one. But the regular bags contained, I want to get this right. The first thing that the bag contained, that I know off the top of my head, is Uno cards.
Are you kidding me? No. No way.
Yes. Um, Uno cards that people probably already have at
Have.
their house.
Mm-hmm.
There were mini shampoos, candy, and electrolyte packets.
Are you kidding me?
Uh huh.
Halloween just left, for one, right? So they probably still have a bunch of candies at home. Not
Yeah.
that we celebrate Halloween, but
So,
just saying.
in correction, it was 10 bags per store had the appliance in it, and it was a slushy maker.
Oh, I
Which
could
is
get with a slushy
which
maker.
I mean that's nice, but
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
got you gave me a bag full of Uno cards and
No.
stuff that y'all
No.
probably just want to get rid of anyway.
At 3, I should be out there for that. No.
So people were mad about that. Which, on another note, why are we even still shopping at Target? I haven't been in a Target since February
Yeah.
because their DEI stance
Oh yeah,
and
that's
yeah,
something we said we would talk about another
yeah.
time too, like,
Mhm.
'cause she was filling me in on some of these details.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
I'm
I.
definitely not one of those who are up to par with news and stuff. So a lot of things Destiny does kind of fill me in, and I'll do like the research and be like, oh, that was a thing,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know. So
Yeah. So
yeah, she
I'm.
keeps me educated.
I try, but it did do damage. People boycotting Target.
Yeah.
They are at a deficit, I believe, or at least their stock fell.
Yeah.
The last thing that I knew, and it's been down, not like it like came back up.
Yeah.
So why we at Target anyway? I thought that was
That's what they
over.
used to lure them in. But another thing, I actually saw a post too where, they were saying that Black Friday is not like what Black Friday used to be like. The deals, they don't seem
Mhm.
worth it anyways.
Well, people, one thing that they do, in general, there's this thing called dynamic pricing, right? So if you've noticed in the stores, some of the stores that you go in, that they changed it based on you as a consumer, like how much you spent in the past and what you spent it on and all of that. So like it basically kind of using analytics to see what they should charge you.
Yeah. Individually. That's messed up. Because, okay, like point in case, I had this TV in my cart, right? And it was listed at 200 and something. I didn't push purchase it, but I went back on the site. It jumped up to 300 and something. And yet they're saying I'm getting a deal. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
So I mean that's what some stores do too. They like jack up the price right before Black Friday,
Yeah.
and then they give you a discount,
Yeah, 'cause
which
it's
is the regular price
mhm.
anyway. So they're not losing any money anyway.
No. And which what somebody kind of it's like this girl that I follow is like budget friendly, but she was basically showing her, her Amazon cart before and then after, like on Black Friday day. I think it was just $10 difference in
Wow.
terms of savings,
Yeah,
so
there's
that's just,
no savings, there's
yeah.
no deals anymore. I
So
mean,
some people are really saying like, is it worth it to be waiting up
no.
those hours for
No.
those deals that
Mm-mm.
it's not worth it, like back in the days they're
So
saying, which I've never experienced before.
especially not if you're just like buying regular stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're waiting on a big ticket item like a TV,
Yeah.
or me, I am in like the audio world,
Yeah.
and a lot of stuff goes on sale as far as software
Mhm.
and some hardware at this time of year, and it's actually on sale. So, but also some of these companies aren't American companies either, so there might be a little more fair in their
Yeah.
pricing.
Yeah.
Because like it's crazy to me, um, how much more we get charged, especially now with these tariffs, than other people do in other countries.
Countries, yeah.
Like there's, if I ordered audio stuff sometimes from say the UK, which I've done before, it's like $100 to $200 cheaper than it is if I order it from somewhere in
Mhm.
America.
And it's
But
this,
now it's different with the
yeah.
tariffs. But yeah.
But it's the same too, like when person say they go traveling and like if they're into certain brands and stuff and it's like way less when they purchase it there than in the US.
Well, I mean, we know that the government hates us. I mean, we know that even more now.
Yeah. So
But while we're on the topic, do you want to take a stab at how much money has been spent so far on Cyber Monday?
no. How much?
More.
More than the 11?
Mm-hmm. And
So we're at
the day's
14?
not even over yet.
We're at
Yes.
14?
Yes, now we're at
So
14.
are they saying the deals are better on cyber?
But even so, this is a 6.3% increase from last year
Oh
as far as the
wow.
spending.
Oh wow. Does it say what they actually bought? Like some of the things?
I'm sure somewhere.
So maybe it's
But
like electronics and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, it did, the article that I read did say that people spent more money but bought less, meaning that they did buy the bigger items
Right.
or the things that would be more expensive.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Which is fair and understandable in a sense,
yeah, if you actually need it, and
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
mean, like, for the people who out there and bought like the fourth TV, did you actually need that?
No.
Which kind of takes us into what we want to touch on briefly. So our scripture for today is Luke chapter 12, verse 15. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I didn't want to use the second one, but Luke chapter 12. Wish I had my physical back. I could bookmark it. All right. Which version are you reading from?
The New King James.
Okay.
And it says, "And he said to them," meaning Jesus, "Take heed and beware of covetousness, for one's life does not consist in abundance of the things he possesses." And then I will read it in the NLT
Mm-hmm.
as well. It says, "Then he said, beware, guard against every kind of greed. Life is not measured by how much you own."
Mm-hmm.
So that first version, the New King James Version, says basically beware, guard yourself against covetousness. What is covetousness, Sam?
How I understand covetousness is because I see you with something, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I might envy you because you have it. I'm supposed to have it or I
Okay.
want it. So that's my interpretation of covetousness.
Okay. So basically, in basic terms, just seeing something that someone else has had and being like, "Oh, I want
I
that.
want that.
I need that.
I
I
should
must
have
have
that.
it. I
Yeah. You know, it's
yeah."
just like, I want it, I got it, I whatever
Mhm.
that song goes. But
And I
in
think,
Jamaican terms, we say red eye.
well, oh, interesting. Here we say the green-eyed monster, and
Oh.
that's like envy.
Mhm.
And envy, I guess, takes covetousness a little farther in that if you the envy, it causes you to actually take action.
Actions. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we have just went over that we've basically hit an all-time high of how much money has been spent over this past Black Friday and today. And today, the day is not even over. So all of
Mhm.
the statistics aren't even in. They were saying that they expect the sales to peak between 8 and 10 p.m. So that's coming up real soon right now. It's 7:52. So it's the number's going to keep climbing
Climb.
up.
Mhm.
Um and our title is your heart as full as your cart? So what is it that is causing us to spend
That much.
that much money? And might I add, a lot of it is money that we don't have,
Mhm.
especially in these times. Now, I
Mhm.
understand also there's other factors like inflation and things just
Mhm.
cost more
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
So that is probably also factored into those prices. But also, there's just stuff that we don't need that we feel the need to spend money on.
That is true. And in a sense, all right. These days I tend to follow minimalistic trends
Mhm.
in a sense, and just how much personally I can get rid of the excess stuff, and you know just that minimalistic life, that because I feel like in a sense that creates a sense of peace, just not to have your home cluttered.
Mhm.
I feel like your mind is just more restful and peaceful, because when you know that you have all those stuff that you have to go take care of, it bothers you even though you say, "Oh, I'm not going to do nothing about it right now." It's
Mhm.
like your mind can't be at rest when you go to sleep,
Mhm.
because subconsciously you're like thinking about it. And I feel like these are the things that excess, having stuff in excess, that create that contention of um having a peace, a sense of peace within your heart and your mind. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So um and I feel like too, just having all these things, it kind of moves us away from our time with God.
Well, it moves us away from time with everybody.
Yeah.
Because think about how much time you've spent scrolling
Mhm.
through these apps, especially
And we're
these,
guilty. Don't
especially
think we're talking from a space.
yeah, but especially this weekend, Friday and today, with looking for these things to buy. How much time did we spend scrolling
Mhm.
on that
Mhm. Mhm.
instead of interacting with a person or with another task that
Yeah.
we needed to do? And I think that speaks to a larger issue in society that seems to be a hot button thing, which is phone usage
Mhm.
and how it's affecting our brains and how we don't spend time with each other like face to face in person. This past weekend, I was supposed to meet up with one of my old professors, and she got sick, so we couldn't meet. Like she was down, but she does not have a cell phone.
How old is she?
She's older, but I mean, old people using phones more than we are
Yeah.
sometimes. But she does not have a cell phone, and she has a landline that she called me from,
Wow. Wow.
and that is all. We communicate via email and occasionally a landline.
Wow.
So, I do follow this other creator, this minimalist, and like an advocate for dumb phones.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb phones. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, no phone is truly dumb
Mm-hmm.
these days. But
Just to do the basics.
yeah, but there is things called feature phones, which can still have like maps and stuff on it so you don't get lost,
Mm-hmm.
and like music.
Yeah.
But I actually won a dumb phone from him maybe like 2 months ago. And this weekend will be our first foray out into the world without our smartphones. I
Mm.
didn't get a smartphone until I was done with college almost.
Really?
My undergrad.
Wow.
Maybe like 2015. Yeah. And I miss my phone with the full keyboard because I always had the LGs, the Envy, and
Mm.
stuff like that. Um,
My first
yeah.
smartphone was BlackBerry, and this was long after BlackBerry came in style too.
hmm
Yeah, so that was it.
But we the issues that we're talking about with the excess and with the covetousness and the greed, and even though the scripture says that our lives are not measured by how much we own,
Mhm.
we are still obsessed with how much we own, and we have FOMO. We have the fear
Fear
of
of missing
missing
out.
out
Yeah.
on what we could have, especially if we are looking with covetousness at other people. We want it. We see what other people are doing. They're traveling, they're buying whatever they want, seemingly, without any financial
Mhm.
issues, and
But that's
we
seemingly.
want that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, seemingly.
But really and truly, do these things bring you peace? Is I'm not saying you should not want to travel because this is God's, creation and world. There's so much to see and do out there, right?
Oh, well, yeah. Some of it is still his creation. As a whole, yes,
As a
but it's
whole, I
been
mean,
very tainted.
yeah, there's some man-made, like,
Yeah.
you know, just think about some of these beautiful islands, like where I come from,
Mhm.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want for you to desire to
Yeah.
enjoy that,
Things that are more untouched, yes.
untouched. Um, like, so for instance, we going up to the Grand Canyon just to see the layers of those stones that no man could have touched that. You know what I'm saying? So things
Mhm.
like that. So we're not saying don't desire those things.
But
Um,
why do you
why
desire
do
it?
you desire
Do you
them?
just want it because, like, just to have it, or just to say that you've done it, or is it an actual desire
Desire,
that
yeah,
you have, or do you just see other people doing it and think that's what you're supposed to do or have as well?
yeah,
Um, but life does not consist of the abundance of
yeah,
things that you possess.
yeah.
It is not.
And this was one thing too. Even like last year, me and my family, we were talking about, just how much we kind of spend in a sense on exchanging gifts and stuff, at
At this point, I
Christmas.
don't think nobody needs anything for Christmas.
Right, because
Like,
majority
what
of the times,
necessities do we?
majority
Yeah.
of the times, during the year, say for instance, if you wanted a new blanket, you go out there and you bought the new blanket already.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
if you know you needed a new phone because this one is overheating and whatever, you
Yeah.
went out and got it already because
And I
you
think
know
that, again, that goes into the larger issue with society. Everything is at our fingertips.
yeah,
If we can like 2 clicks, and it's there.
yeah.
Sometimes within the hour.
Mhm. So we were talking like, let's not do let's not do all these exchanges or and this, over consumerism, cuz we're like, when last have we truly gone out and travel, or like, did, much of anything as a family unit, things that we have talked about before and that we've enjoyed in the past and stuff like that. And that was what we took on this year. Instead of saying we're going to do gifts exchange this year, we're going on a cruise. Because, it's a family vacation. It's our first time. It's not for the limelight or anything, but it's just an experience that we've never had before. And, just desire to see um, what cruising is all about, you know? Um, so, yeah. And to me, you know what I'm looking forward to? Because I did not add any Wi Fi access, I did not add anything like that. I'm truly looking forward to unplug, you know? So, like, let us look into our hearts. Because really and truly, can our budgets be taking some of these hits?
Well, in the with the statistics being higher this year for the amount spent, they're saying that things like the buy now pay later
Oh, they're
things
doing it?
are contributing to how much is
Oh,
being spent.
no.
So
I like to
we
know I
really ain't
can
got
afford.
no budget for it,
Mm-mm.
but we're putting
Mm-mm.
it on a
Buy
sort
now.
of credit.
Yeah. It's like layaway. Or
No,
is
it's
it?
not layaway. Like,
Oh.
well, yes and no. The buy now pay later, you've never like seen any of that when you're checking out, or these apps they'll be like use Affirm or Klarna or PayPal pay
I
later,
guess so.
things like that.
I
Um
probably never paid attention to it.
so basically whatever service you're using kind of like pays it for you, and then you pay the service back in monthly installments.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's 0% interest, sometimes there is interest depending on where it is, and sometimes what your credit looks like, and sometimes what store it's from.
Oh,
So
no, I've
it's
never
it's
looked into that.
so
Yeah.
it's basically credit.
Mm-hmm. That, but are we confusing abundance with blessing, like, or accumulation with blessing?
I think sometimes for sure, like especially if you do get into that envy or jealousy or covetousness, wanting what other people have, for sure, we we view abundance as success.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, however
Mm-hmm.
much you're able to buy, then that means you've arrived.
Yeah.
And
Can I read this scripture?
mm,
Um, I found in Proverbs 30, verse 8 to 9. Let me read it real quick, just because of what you just said about the abundance. What did I say? Proverbs 30. And I'm reading from the NLT version. And verse 7 says, "O God, I beg two favors from you. Let me have them before I die. First, help me never to tell a lie. Second, give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me just enough to satisfy my needs. For if I grow rich, I may deny you and say, 'Who is the Lord?' And if I'm too poor, I may steal and thus insult God's holy name."
mm.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like people, I think there's a discontentment with just enough in some
Mm-hmm.
ways,
In some ways,
but
yeah.
also sometimes people can't get just enough. And I think that creates another issue,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like a spiral. Like, okay, well, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm never going to be able to have it.
So why
So
not get it?
I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna get it by any means necessary. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
run up these credit cards. I'm gonna run up my buy now, pay later. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna get it. I might as well,
Ooh, who is
because
here? Oh, somebody said the audio is a bit low.
mm,
How are we now?
the audio low. I don't know.
Okay. Or maybe it's just us talking a little low in a sense.
Yeah, that's probably more likely it.
But thank you for that. And
Yeah.
thank you for
Let me
joining.
see. Mm, mm, mm.
But yes, you know, Because nothing is wrong with being rich. We're not saying, don't want those things, don't desire those things. But in it, I'm saying check
Well,
our heart posture.
I don't know, cause then Jesus didn't he say it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle
He
than for a
did.
rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven?
That's true. He did. But, richness comes in different forms. And there's some people who are blessed and they're being a blessing to others. Like through the abundance of what they have, they give to others and, they help others. But some of us, we just hoard, 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 like
Yeah.
all for ourselves.
Well, which I mean, that you say hoarding. I mean, hoarding. I think, along with other things, is also I think a product of fear of missing out.
Mm.
Like you feel like, oh, I may need this. A lot of hoarders say, oh, I might need this, so they
Yeah.
don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's the
trying not to.
fear of
Yeah.
missing out,
Yeah.
fear of
And there's another person that I follow, and like when she's doing her cleaning or organization, like she's saying not to, she's not saying not to buy, but say for instance you say you want new towels, throw out the old ones to
yeah, or
replace
give
the
them
new
away
ones
or
or give them
something.
away.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
the clothes that you said you're gonna work on your diet and fit into, throw it away and make room for the ones that are fitting you now. you know um such as stuff like that, and those are just small everyday practical things that we can do to just minimize the excess that we go through.
Mhm.
Look at what you have before you go to and buy, because then you end up,
Yeah.
you're like, wait, I didn't know I had that. There it is.
Yeah. How many times, even in small things, have
Yeah.
we gone to the grocery store
Mm-hmm.
and bought something, and then we come home and it's in the
It's in
cabinets,
the,
and
yeah.
we didn't really need it like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
is your heart as full as your cart?
yeah. And
What are you? I mean, ask yourself. And we need to ask, all of ourselves. What is it that we're trying to fill within us with some of the
mm-hmm.
things that we do choose to spend and consume on? So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like,
It's
freedom from excess just create this sense of less stress, more peace, better stewardship of what we have and what God gives us. Because many times people be budgeting. Say for instance, if they make 1,000, they be budgeting from that and saving and doing all right. And yet some of us might be making $10,000 and we can't manage
You
that.
know, I had one of those moments just this past week. I was like, "Where's all our money going?
Yeah.
What is this?" And we're we're making more than what our bills are. So
Yeah.
like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And so that was an aha moment and
Mhm.
an awakening moment
Yeah, and you have
because
to access
yeah,
assess your budget too.
yeah,
Assess it monthly. I know many people know Dave Ramsey, and he has good amount of teachings, especially he will use some scriptures as well. But assess your budget and
mhm,
look at your cards and see where some of this money is going, and be like, wait, I don't even use that. Look at the phone bill. Sometimes we're paying all these extra stuff that we don't even use. Go to the companies and let
mhm,
them know, let's just give me the basic package. I'm good. Just those little practical things I think that we can do just to minimize where we're spending, just being better stewards of our money, and just even the scrolling tool. Let's minimize that so we
mhm.
can decrease our need, or like
Well, it's like
that. I
dopamine.
was about to say that dopamine response to when, and then you get it, you're like, you don't
Yeah.
feel
I
the.
think there was a study a few years ago saying that like every time we like get a notification or a message or something on the phone is like a dopamine hit.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so that's why people I mean that was just kind of at the start of like heavy phone usage.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what it is now, and that's probably why people continue to scroll and scroll and scroll because, like anything else that is addicting, you need more of it for it to feel the
For you to
same.
feel, yeah. And so even sometimes these days, and my husband can attest to this, that there are times I wouldn't my phone is always on ring, and sometimes these days it's on vibrate, so I don't hear when the notifications are
You put your
coming.
phone on ring?
I do, because I'm always feeling
How
that
old
if
are
there's an
you?
emergency, I don't want to miss it and stuff like that. But
Man, you
these
won't be
days,
answering my calls.
because it's on vibrate these days,
When was it ever on ring?
it,
I've heard your phone. I can count how many times I've heard
no,
your phone actually ring.
it's been on ring. I've allowed it to ring, but these days I've been putting it on vibrate, and just it's just to be reminded of this. And Destiny, I've been saying this to you. I've been saying that how much I want to live a more intentional life, be present, with the people around me, and doing what God called us to do, and being helpful, whether it's in our community or wherever we go. But for me, I just feel this urge just to be more intentional with like a slower pace of life than to feel like I have to be in a rush all the time. And I'm not in New York, you know? So,
Well, I think there's a certain urgency, like all across. I guess this rush, fast paced kind of thing. It is definitely slower down here than it is in somewhere like New York
mhm,
or something.
mhm.
But even still, it's not the same as it was when I was a child.
No,
Um,
no. I think I
so
like this country living in a sense, the peace. And when I say country living, I don't mean I have to live out there tending to the farm and stuff like that. Because I know that's definitely not my strong
yeah,
thing. But just that peace that comes with just enjoying the nature
mm-hmm.
of just seeing the trees, hearing the
Yeah,
birds, and the laughter that's around you, and just those things
yeah.
you know
But I think that's it.
yeah, that's it.
Like
Let's just check
it's
our hearts.
is like I keep saying, is your heart as full as your cart?
Yeah.
What are the things that fill your heart? And this is something that I have talked about on my channel in the past. And then this weekend I'm going to document our experience without a
Mm-hmm.
smartphone. Um, so
Where
that
you guys
video will come
going?
out. We're going to Buck Tower.
Oh,
But yeah, we're just somewhere that we're familiar with, so
yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not that
That
detrimental if we don't have a
I would love to
smartphone.
see that. I would love to see that. So as I said, I'm really looking forward, to our cruise this week, because that basically allows us some time to truly like unplug.
Yeah.
You know,
What
I
did you?
just see the sunlight and know that this it's daylight,
Yeah.
and I see it dark and I know that, hey, it's nighttime.
What did
Those
these
kind.
comments say? Says she's a mommy. That man, her being a mom ain't got nothing to do with her not answering the phone. She wasn't answering the phone before she was a mother.
I do answer my phone. That's not true.
Tis true.
I
You
do.
told me one time, don't call me if there's an
I
emergency,
did
because
say
I'm not gonna
that.
answer it.
I did.
Because I'm not gonna hear my phone. That was way before you had a child. Don't.
That's true.
Ain't no excuses.
That's true. But really and truly, thank you guys for joining with us and just sharing in this topic with us. We look forward to those who will listen later, and for all the comments and the interaction we'll get. So just enjoy the rest of your night.
Oh,
And
she said she's talking about the ringer being on. I mean, do you leave the ringer on because your mom?
yes.
Really? Your child
Because
ain't calling you
no, like, because now she's in
to
daycare,
daycare
or if
calls.
mommy is dropping her, picking her, just little stuff like that. You just never know.
Mm.
Yeah. But
True.
but grateful. Who was that? Hi, Ayana.
Hi,
Nice for you
Megan.
to
Hi,
join us.
Patrick.
Patrick, Megan. Oh, look at you guys joining us. But nonetheless, just stay blessed. Have an awesome week. Remember, as life and challenges come this week, just take some time to pause and pray, and just be reminded that God is with you, and that He gives us the strength, to face, anything that we go through. And even as I go through my work day, as I enter into that work day, I said, Lord, I know challenges will come, but just give me the wisdom to navigate
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Like,
You know.
I told you I had to,
Yeah.
call DCF earlier today, and just like telling while the girl was talking, I was praying for what to say to
Yeah.
her, and
Yeah.
for the social worker was also with me. We were just kind of praying for the words to speak to her and how to be delicate with the situation. And
Yeah.
so pray without ceasing in
Mhm.
whatever your situation is and whatever arises in your life.
Yeah.
And the Lord will not steer you wrong. Delight yourself in Him,
And
and He
He
will
will
give
give you
you
the
the desires
desires of
of
your
your heart.
heart. Amen to that. And
Yeah.
even as we enter, into the holiday month, you can also tell your family that you don't desire the consumerism this year. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
You
And then,
might get backlash for it, but that's okay. Choose what brings you peace and contentment, you
mm-hmm.
know.
And the question you should ask yourself before you buy something or before you buy, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, do I need this?
Yeah.
Will this add to my life in a
Mhm.
positive way? And the same thing for the other person that you're buying it for. Do they really need this?
Mhm. Yeah. I think it was the same. Anne and I were even talking about, some of the things we kind of choose to spend our money on, and we were talking like, we kind of rather experiences, in a
Yeah.
sense. Um,
I'm at an experiences place. I mean, the one thing that you can say that I spend my money on is audio
yeah,
equipment.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that is like the only thing, or like, but yeah,
yeah,
I'm at the experiences phase. Like for my birthday, I didn't get any gifts. I did a smash room because I never did that.
yeah. That's cool.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, so
spend your time and money with people that you love and that will
mhm,
truly add to the abundance of your heart, and not just things that are going to sit there and stare at you. And also invest in a hobby, maybe, if you want to spend money. Do
I
something with your
know,
hands.
I
Put
know.
your phone down.
I know. I definitely need to look into that one. But I've been which I've kind of slacked off on. I've been actually doing baking, like making breads from scratch. The I think the next challenge would try to do the is it the sourdough one?
Yes, you're
Yeah, that
supposed to make me sourdough without yeast.
so yeah, without yeast. So that will be my next challenge. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
But with that, thank y'all for joining
Yeah.
us, and thank you for our future listeners as well who will hear this. Um, keep listening, keep supporting. We are trying to like be consistent and build
Mhm.
this out,
Mhm.
and also navigate all these other things that we have going on.
And I promise we'll get better.
We're trying.
We're trying. We'll get better.
But thank you so much. And this is Unmuted
With
Destiny.
and Sam. Bye.
Bye.